If you love entertainment, current events, and Hollywood, don't miss Creator to Creators, hosted by the filmmaker Meosha, known for the Shudder hit documentary Horror Noir and the acclaimed film Anatomy of an Anti-Hero, Redemption. This show features interviews with filmmakers and creatives from around the globe. Join the fun with guest celebrities and gain valuable insights. Subscribe now and follow Creator to Creators.
Hi guys, welcome to another episode of Creator to Creators today. Today we have a special guest.
Aprena Bloou.
Awesome. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. First and foremost, I love going back to the beginning. I always say the beginning charts our trajectory in life. Our little habits we pick up along the way follow us into our adulthood. Tell me a little bit about your childhood. What was that like? And, when did you start, to get into the music world?
Okay, so my childhood, I was raised by my mom. She was a single parent.
Hmm.
I have a brother, but he lives with his dad. And so I was with my mom, basically the only child with my mom. And my childhood, I was born in Germany, overseas, because my mom's parents was in the military. Well, my grandfather was in the military, and she was still living with my grandfather and going to college and everything. And she found out she was pregnant. So when they stationed him to Germany, she gave birth to me there.
Okay.
Then when we came back to the U.S., I was raised most of my life in Alabama, Birmingham, Alabama. Then after that, my mama, she was a hairstylist. She
Okay.
still is a hairstylist to this day. So my hair got all these popping colors, but yeah, she was a hairstylist and she traveled a lot. So we moved from Birmingham to Montgomery, from Birmingham to Huntsville, Alabama, from Huntsville, Alabama to Montgomery. And then I went back to Birmingham, and then I moved here to Texas.
All right.
So I stayed once I got older, I stayed in Montgomery on my own. I had my own place. And I stayed in Montgomery on my own, and then I ended up moving back to Birmingham, Alabama, and then I moved here to Texas, Austin, Texas.
Awesome. How do you like the Texas?
It's nice. My grandma lives here in Texas. My grandfather been living in Texas for some years, ever since I was ever since I was a baby. And
Love it.
They were in Dallas, Texas, but they moved here to Austin, Texas, before my grandfather has passed. He passed 2019. And so that's what brought the family here to Texas. I don't think
Nice.
if it weren't for him passing, we probably wouldn't be here. But we
Yeah.
came here to support my grandmother because she was by herself.
Oh, I
So the
see.
family moved here. Then I just started my music career over again here in Texas.
Nice. I gotta say, speaking about your music, Volcano, your new single, I really enjoyed it. Tell me about the process, where did that come from? What inspired that song?
Okay, so I'm always in my head with things. And
Me too.
sometimes I think it could be a good thing, and sometimes I think it could be a bad thing, because people that's always in their head, they overthink a lot. And so with that, with me making Volcano, I was sitting in my room and I was just thinking, I was watching, because it's about a guy, really. It's about a guy that knows nothing about me, but I was admiring him, how he looked, his swag and everything, and I made a song out of it. Just nothing serious or nothing like that, nothing that he got to know. It was just a fun thing, and I created a song out of it.
Nice.
So I created out of me seeing him and, admiring this special person, I made a song out of it. And I started thinking, I don't know, it just came to my head, and I just started singing the chorus. I made up the chorus first. You got me hot,
Yeah.
hot, like a volcano, like a volcano. And I just kept saying it over and over and over and over again. I was like, dang, that's tight. I said, I need to record myself. So I recorded myself on the phone so I wouldn't forget the melody.
Yeah,
Not so that I don't forget the song, but so that I don't forget the melody, because sometimes we will forget, we'll remember the words, but we'll forget the melody of it. Sometimes
right.
the melody of the song, it plays a big part. So I didn't want to lose that tune of how I created it, that chorus. So I recorded myself so that I wouldn't forget it. And once I recorded myself, I started looking on YouTube for a beat, just a beat to have fun, so I can come up with a song.
Yeah.
And when I found the beat, it was the perfect beat, and it went perfect with the song. I mean, it felt good. It felt good with the song. So I played the beat, and then once it started playing, I just started singing to it. And once I started singing to it, I just started creating the lyrics, and then there goes Volcano.
Love it. I
Here we
love it.
go.
No, it's a great vibe too. Um,
Yeah.
yeah.
Thanks.
It's interesting because I think you mentioned the song came together really quick, right? Do you often create your best work in the moment like that?
I do. I do. Like I could be talking to you now, and I can think about how our conversation was, and then just create a song about it. But
Nice.
I have to. It comes to me, but I have to be in that vibe. You get what I'm
Right.
saying?
Yeah.
I have to be in that vibe, and once I'm in that vibe, it'll just come to me like that, and I'm just thinking it. Like when I'm in that vibe and I'm in my head, I'm like, dang, that podcast was good. And I start thinking, I just start repeating stuff in my head, and I be like, oh, I need to put a beat to that, and I create a song to it. So and that's not the only way I create
Yeah.
music. It's a lot of different ways. It's just a lot of I could be in the shower, I could be at the store, I could be anywhere.
Yeah.
But I have to have my phone by me because I'm bad with remembering the melody.
Yeah.
I remember the words, but I forget the melody. I be like, dang, the melody I had was perfect. I forgot it though. So now I keep doing that. I did that one time and I was upset. So now what I do anytime I think of something and I find a melody, I record my words and how I put it. So
Nice.
I don't never forget it.
Yeah. That's awesome. How did working with Dutch Boy at the was it Spitshine Studios
Yes.
shape shape the final sound of Volcano?
Uh-huh. Well, I did my research with him trying to find a studio, and I found him. But it went good. It went very good. I went in there and I recorded my song, and I recorded for 2 hours, right?
Hmm.
So when I went in there and I recorded for a 2 hour section. I paid for a 2 hour section, right?
Okay.
But when I went in, I recorded a song in 3 minutes.
Oh wow.
And he was like, oh my God. He said, that's it. I said, that's it. He was like, so what we gonna do? I said, I don't know. He said, you paid for a 2 hour session. He said, you finished quick. He said, nobody has ever came in here and done nothing like that. He said, I'm shocked. I
Yeah.
said, well, I thought that was the plan, right? So he was like, okay, so what we gonna have to do? Cause you paid for this time. What we gonna have to do? I'm gonna get you to record the song, the same song, Volcano, 3 times, and then we'll pick which one sound the best, and we'll create the song like that to kill some time. Cause I had finished the song in 3 minutes.
Wow.
So he was like, oh my God. He said, nobody ever came in here and done nothing like this. He said, I'm shocked. He said, that's good. And
Yeah.
I was like, thank you. He said, but we're going to have to find something else to do with the time. He was like, because I didn't have no more music. I just paid for one song for Volcano.
Yeah.
So I didn't have no more music to record. So he was like, we got to figure out what we gonna do. So we recorded Volcano 3 times. I think it was like 3 or 4 times, something like that. Which we didn't really need to, because all of them, every song that we recorded, it sounds the same. but he was just doing that to kill some time, because I paid for that time. But he was still in his head. He was like, nobody has ever came in here and killed it like that. You came in and did your song and you was done. Because some people go in there and they do a song, they be like, hold on, play it back. Play it back. I went in there and I went straight through the song and I was done. And how I do that is I make my songs, I create my songs in my head, and I would sing it as if I'm singing somebody else's song or my favorite artist song. Like, you know how you singing your favorite artist song, you know it word for word.
Yeah.
You don't need the music, you just know the song. So I learn my music like that. And once I learn it, I go in and I record.
Right.
So I don't waste nobody's time. They don't waste my time, and I don't waste theirs. But that's just how I like to do it when I record.
I love that. That's awesome. You described your music as genre fluid. How do you describe or define your sound in your own words?
Neo soul.
Okay.
I can do pop. I can do R&B, all of that, but I would say neo soul only because, and the only reason why is neo soul pop and all of that is because I do different. Sometimes it depends on what vibe I'm in. It
Yeah.
might be I might end up making a pop song, or I might end up making an R&B or neo soul. But my main thing is neo soul because I speak from the soul.
Yeah.
Volcano is just a song to really just get me out there because it's a nice song. But really, I'm shooting for inspiration. I have a lot of inspirational songs, and my songs are soulful. So that's what I shoot for. So you could say neo soul, but I can do R&B and pop.
I love that. How do you feel like this state, speaking of neo soul, how do you feel like now, the state of neo soul where it is now, uh, and with just even the, because like I think that I mean R&B is making a comeback finally after some time. Everything is, coming back. Do you feel like neo soul is doing the same, or is it still some work to be done?
I feel like it is. I just feel like ain't nobody really listening. It's a lot of good
Mm.
singers out there. It's a lot of good soulful music, but everybody looking towards in other directions, like
Mhm.
Erykah Badu,
Yeah.
rest in peace to Angel Stone.
Yeah.
Angel Stone, Jill Scott, Erykah Badu is my go-to. Like, I love
Yeah.
Erykah Badu. I love what's his name? Anthony Hamilton. I love
Yeah.
him. It's a lot of neo soul artists. You know how when you put on the spot, your mind go blank.
Yeah.
Like I'm gonna remember all of their names, like when this podcast is over with. But it's crazy. But it's a lot of good neo soul artists out there. But Erykah Badu, that's my go-to. I listen to her. I like Didn't You Know? That's one of my favorite songs.
Oh yeah.
As a matter of fact, when I do karaoke, I always sing Call Tyrone. I
Yeah.
love, and everybody always asks me to get up and sing it. My family, when we go to karaoke, they like, go sing Call Tyrone. Go sing Call Tyrone. Because but I just love her because she's different, and not
Yeah.
because she's trying to be. That's who she is, and I'm like that. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I always being different. I always had my own style. Even growing up, when I was in high school, I used to get picked on a little bit or talked. Well, I wouldn't say picked on like that, but talked about a lot because I was different in high school. I would wear my hair all kind of different crazy ways, and I had my own little different style of dressing. And people, used to joke and talk, but I didn't never care. And they started getting used to it because they seen that I knew who I was within myself, and I wasn't changing for nobody. So I kept dressing the way I
Yeah.
kept wanted to dress, and
Yeah.
I kept doing my hair the way that I wanted to do my hair,
Right.
and after a while, after a while, they started realizing like, okay, she don't really care about what we got going on, you
I
know.
love that.
So I basically I ignored them and I did my thing. So that's why I like Erykah Badu so much because she's different and she don't care about what nobody thinks. She do her,
Right.
and in this business that's very important because I see in this business there's a lot of people that it's a lot of people that don't know how to do this. They
Right.
be so worried about what people think and they feel like they gotta look the part or they gotta dress a certain way for somebody to, respect them or
Hmm.
they gotta dress like this person because that's the trend so they can blend in and so they can get the respect or whatever that they want. But me, I'm gonna be me.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to be like nobody else. You see, I got my hair sticking up all everywhere, and I don't care because that's me. You
Yeah.
know, I am who I am.
Yeah.
And I love people. I want to see everybody win.
Yeah.
I'm not a mean person. I'm more humble than anything. You know,
I
I
love that.
love to see people win. You know, I'm not with no mess and no bickering and arguing. If I see any of that going on, I'm going the other direction
Right.
because I'm about my business. But
Absolutely.
yeah, so I'm just um my music. The reason I just want to say this. The reason why I went towards music is because this was really my talent. I
Yeah.
found out that I had that talent at a very young age. I used to sing in the back of my mama's car all the time,
I love
and
it.
she used to be in the car with her friends, and they'll look at each other like her friends would be talking like, "Do you hear your daughter?" My mama was used to it, so it wasn't nothing to her.
Right.
That's just like being around your parent every day. They do something, around you that you see every day, but when they do it in front of somebody else, it's amazing. But you like,
Yeah.
yeah, I see that every day. You know what I'm saying? So it didn't really bother my mom. It didn't get to her like that until I started getting older. And my voice started maturing, and she was like, okay, my daughter got something. Actually,
Yeah.
she went with me when I recorded Volcano. She
Hmm.
never went with me to the studio until that time
Oh,
when
wow.
I recorded Volcano, and she looked at me when I finished, and she was like, daughter, she said, I got so much more respect for you now, whatever that
Wow.
means. But I guess because she was just amazed that she never seen that side of me. Because when I'm in the studio, I'm a whole different type of person. I'm
Right.
focused. I'm trying to get my music together, and she just seen the passion and how much I enjoy and love, and and how good it came out, and she was just amazed. She never seen me record in the studio until I recorded Volcano. And
Wow.
ever since then, she been looking at me totally different.
I love
She don't
that.
even look at me the same. She's
Wow.
like, cause she's amazed. She never seen me in action. She never, nobody really in my family knew that I could sing until
Wow.
I started putting out music.
That's
All my
awesome.
cousins was like, oh my God, I can't believe you do this like nobody knew because I never brag or boast about it. I
Yeah.
never told anybody. Like still right now I work. When I go to work, it's only very few people that know I do music. I don't talk about it until
Right.
somebody that know me tell somebody at the job, she's singing, look her up, and they be like, wow, why you
Yeah.
ain't never said nothing? But I just don't. I don't. When it happen, it happen.
Yeah,
You know.
absolutely. I believe that. Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's awesome. That's awesome. Your stage name has a unique story. Uh, how did Blue uh become such a defining part of your identity?
Okay. So blue came from um, like I told you in the beginning, my mom is a hairstylist.
Okay.
So she would do this little thing, I guess you could say a theme or whatever you may call it, at the salon where everybody pick a color, right?
Mm-hmm.
And whatever color you pick, that's the color she gonna color your hair.
Okay.
So I picked blue, somebody else picked hot pink. So and all the colors was amazing, by the way. All of them was vibrant and pretty. Somebody picked red, somebody picked green, purple, and so on and so on. And I picked blue. Well, when I picked blue, it came out nice. And I like the way it looked on my skin. I just
It looks
liked it.
great. It looks
Thank
amazing.
you.
You look beautiful. Absolutely.
Thank you. Thank you. And I liked it. And ever since then, I never changed my hair color. So this was before I started recording in the studio for the first time, by the way. I
Nice.
wasn't even recording music then. I
Okay.
just want to put that out there. I wasn't even recording music then. We came up with the stage name because of my blue hair. I wasn't
Wow.
even recording music then when I had my blue hair. So I had my blue hair before I even became Aprena Bloou.
I love it.
So I had my hair color or whatever, and my best friend, when she used to come over, she was like, I'm gonna start calling you Blue. Because and now since you done colored your hair, it's like you never colored your hair back. So your hair is always blue. So your nickname for me is gonna be Blue now. And I was like, oh, okay. So everybody started calling me Blue. And that was my nickname before all of these. And when I went into the studio and recorded, I was going in to record. I always loved music, by the way, but my ex-boyfriend's sister, baby daddy, I know it's a lot, but I'm gonna say that again. My ex-boyfriend's sister, baby daddy, had a studio, right?
Okay.
And he can sing. He's off the chain. Shout out to KB, Kirby Brown. He off the chain in Montgomery, Alabama. Yeah, he off the chain. He recorded my first song. It's called Have Fun. You should go check that out on YouTube. But
okay.
He recorded my first song, and I called him. I was like, hey, KB, I said, I want to do so. I just want to have fun. I said, I want to come into the studio, and I want to record myself. I want to see how I sound. But
Yeah.
I was just joking around at the time. It wasn't even a thing. I wasn't even thinking. I always knew I loved music and I could sing, but I wasn't even thinking of making it a living. I was just trying to have fun because I knew I could. He was the closest thing to it. He wasn't going to charge me. We were just having fun. And he was like, yeah, you can come on such and such day. And I went. And when I recorded Have Fun, like I said, he plays all types of different instruments.
Yeah.
So I created my beat in my head, and he played it on the instrument, and that's how I came up with my beat for the song. So I created my beat. So the beat on Have Fun that you hear, that's my beat that I beatboxed to him,
awesome.
And he just played it on the keyboard and made it a song.
That's awesome.
And when I recorded the song, we listened to it, and he was like, "Hold up, wait a minute." He was like, "Let me start this over." And we listened to it. He was like, have you ever thought about making this a career? I said, no. He said, well, I'm here to tell you, you need to do it. You need to make this your career. Because for you to come in here to record a song like this, and he was like, this is nice. He was like, you was telling me what to do and how you wanted it. And it came out nice.
Yeah.
He said, that's talent, girl.
Yeah.
A lot of people had to go to school for this. He said, you was born for this. He said, and this is what you need to do. And so ever since then, I've been doing music because of that. And how we came up with Aprena Bloou. First of all, Aprena is that's my government name. My mama named me that at birth. It means the apple of my eye.
Beautiful.
She named me that at birth, and I was like, I wanted for a stage name because we was looking for a stage name. I was like, I want to keep my name. I love my name, and you don't find too many people with my name.
Yeah.
So I was like, I want to keep my name. I don't want to exclude my name out. So he was like, yeah, we can keep your name, but you need a little spunk at the end to give it a boost or a little fire. And I was like, okay, yeah, you right. I said, ooh, blue, because my hair blue. And he was like, yeah, let's do blue. He was like, let's do blue. And I said, yeah. He said, but with blue, not only that, we're going to have to change the spelling of it. It need to be different because you different.
I
was like, yeah. I said, we don't want to spell blue like this. We don't want to spell blue like that because everybody spell it like that.
Right.
Let's do, he said B-L-O-O, right? I said, nah, I said, I like BLOO, but I feel like it's missing something at the end. He was like, no, we was going back and forth. We was almost debating. It became a debate thing. And I was like, look, this is my name. Let me make up my name. You know how I want to do it. So I kept the BLOO and I just added the U. I said, what about BLOOU? And he was like, man, nah, but I like the BLOO. I was like, well, I like the BLOOU, and that's what it's gonna be. So that's what I like.
Right.
And he was like, man, oh, okay. I was like, yeah. He was like, well, once you put that name out there, that's your stage name for life now. Once people get used to that, that's what they're gonna picture you as, the same spelling. You can switch it, but that's how they're gonna look at you. I said that I'm for sure. This is what I want. That's what it's gonna be.
Nice.
So it was BLOOU, and I think it fits me perfectly.
Oh yeah, it's great. It's a great name. It's awesome.
Yes, and that's how we came up with the name.
That's awesome. I love that you're very hands-on with your career. From music to visuals. Why is ownership so important to you?
Ownership is important to me because I feel like when you own you get to express yourself the way you want to. You know what I'm saying? And expression is very, very important. When you don't have that, it's harder to be who you are.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? If you understand what I'm saying, I don't know if I'm
Absolutely.
explaining it right.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah.
It's I'm sorry, was you finna say something?
Oh no, I'm just agreeing. I 100% agree with you about just ownership of when you own yourself, no one can like put you in a box.
It's important to me. If somebody signs me, they're gonna have to come with it.
Yeah.
It's gonna have to be something I don't have to worry about. I ain't gotta look over my shoulder, cause the industry is getting shady. It's getting worse and worse. It seems like, but I can say that it's not everybody.
Right.
It's not. So I'm not gonna put that on everybody. And I know I'm not the only one to feel like that, but I'm not gonna put it on everybody because it's not. It's not. It's just some people make it bad for others that really want to help people. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody is not like that. Let me put that out there. Everybody is not like that. There's a lot of good people in the industry. But others make it harder for others to trust, if that makes sense. So I would love to look towards being signed, but because of if somebody comes, if I get signed, they're gonna have to show me that they respect my wishes just as much as I respect theirs. If that makes sense,
right?
You know, because I want to respect them too. It ain't just about me getting respect and wanting what I want. They got a good offer. I'm gonna respect their offer, and I'm gonna take a good offer, but I want them to respect it because when I work hard to get where I'm at.
Yeah.
And I don't even feel like that I really got to where I want to be, but it's growing. By me growing, I'm on here with you, so it's getting somewhere now. Yeah. I see it's getting somewhere. And you know, and I just don't want nobody to take advantage of me, and I'm not gonna let nobody take advantage of me.
That's awesome.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not, because I know where I come from. I know I worked hard. When I did this, started my music, I didn't have any help. My family don't know on my mom's side. They don't know nothing about music and all of that and how to get out there and how to promote. I had to do my research and do all of this on my own. Wow. When it even comes to that picture that you're looking at on my photo album of Volcano, I did all of that on my own.
Oh, wow.
With no help. And when I say on my own, I don't mean like I took the pictures on my own. I mean like I found the people on my own. I found a professional photographer.
That's great.
I went to the mall and found my own wardrobe.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I picked my own style. I did my research and found somebody that can what you call them when you do, I forgot the name of it. When you make the background.
When they edit it for you and stuff.
The edit, it's another name for it, but I forgot. But anyway, you know what I'm talking about. With the smoke and all of that coming in the background.
Oh, yeah.
I had a name for it. I say it all the time, but like I said, my mind went blank up. I'm on here. I'm a little nervous. It might not look like it, but I'm
Oh,
a
you're
little
doing
nervous.
great.
So my mind is going blank, but I can't think of it. But uh, I put I did a lot of hard work in there. I did it on my own. I would have loved to have somebody to help me and show me the way, but
Right.
unfortunately, I didn't have nobody, so I had to do it on my own, and I'm grateful for that because it
Yeah.
taught me something.
Mm.
I'm actually, and I feel like it was meant for me to do it on my own because if it wasn't, I would have had to help. And it was meant for me to do it on my own so that I can learn, so I
Yeah.
can learn how to do these things on my own.
Yeah.
So
I
when
love
somebody
that.
say they can't help me, I won't be dependent on their help. When they can't do it, I can figure it out on my own. And
Yeah.
this is coming for somebody that didn't know how to do none of this.
Yeah.
And you feel what I'm saying? I
Yeah.
didn't know how to do none of these.
That's awesome.
So for me not to know how to do none of this, and I did my research, you know what I'm saying? I figured this out. I was excited. I was like, wow, I figured it out. You know, I was
Yeah.
excited because I never thought that I would be able to. I'm thinking like, you know, God gonna send me somebody that can help me, and
Yeah.
they gonna put this together and put. But nah, he said, no, you gonna do it so you can learn how to do it.
Yeah.
So you can put it set it up how you want, because nobody knows you better than you.
That's right.
So I'm grateful, man.
I
I'm
love
grateful,
that.
and I was hoping somebody can help me. I ain't the type to be. I can do it by myself. I don't need nobody. I don't need nobody. I could do it on my own. Forget y'all. No, I needed the help. Let's
Yeah.
just be clear. But I didn't have it. So when you don't have help and you striving for your career and you want something so bad because you have passion for it, not just to want it, because it looked good and what they got to offer. I really got passion for this.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And you can tell in my music, I put my all in my music. I'm not just singing and recording. When you listen to my music, you can hear the passion in my voice, that I enjoy it and that I have fun with it and that I love it, you know, because I really do love it. You know what I'm saying? And I just have fun with my artwork. And it's important for me to be independent because I know what I like and I know how I want my music to sound. And I just want to be me. I want to express myself the way I want to express myself, and not somebody trying to make me express myself the way they want me to express myself.
Yeah.
And everybody is not like that. There's some people out there, good record label companies, they just hard to find that will allow you to do that.
That's true. That's
Yeah,
very
they
true.
will. And if that comes to pass and it crosses my path, I will take it.
That's right.
If I will take it. If it not, I don't just want it to sound good.
Yeah.
You know, because people go by off of what sound good, and they go over there because it sound good, then they be jacked up because they make the wrong decision. I watched too many movies, did my research, and learned about all this stuff. And I'm glad they made movies like this because it ain't finna happen to me.
That's right.
So I'm gonna make sure, not that I'm being cocky or anything, because it's never that when it comes to me. I'm not being cocky or nothing like that. It's just I am a single parent. I'm doing everything on my own, and I don't want to be taken advantage of. And I'm pretty sure other people out there don't either. And I just want to make sure that I'm protected and I'm making the right decisions, and I'm not just going with the first offer that I get.
Right.
Because that's what we mess up at. We get the first offer and we jump, and then the second offer be better than the first one.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, because you're moving too fast.
That's true.
Because you just want what you want, and then you be jacked up because you jumped into something that you didn't really take time to learn and to read up on, you know. And I didn't have that mindset back then.
Right.
So it wasn't my season to come out and for the world to know about me. But it's my season now because I learned. I learned. And I'm glad that I learned. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't meant then. It's meant now because I'm here. If it wasn't meant, I wouldn't even be on here right now.
I love it.
And I am grateful that you even taking the time to allow me to express myself. I appreciate you. I don't even know you, but I appreciate you for just allowing me to express myself. You know, because I never in a million years thought that I'd be doing this right now.
Wow.
I thought it was gonna take a lifetime, which it did feel like a lifetime. But I'm glad somebody's finally hearing me out.
I
So
love
thank
this.
you. I appreciate
Absolutely.
you.
Absolutely. Thank you for being on. It was a pleasure talking to you and hearing about your journey. And again, congratulations on this
Thank
awesome
you.
single. Where can people find you on social media to follow everything you got going on?
You can find me on, I'm on all platforms, Pandora, Apple Music, Spotify, Amazon. Like I said, all platforms, even iHeartRadio. You
Okay.
can find me on there. I'm on all of those platforms. And I'm sorry, I thought I had some on my mouth.
You good.
I'm on all I'm on all of those platforms. And other let me just say this. Volcano and My Life, those are the only two that's on all platforms.
Okay.
I recorded My Life at Spitshine Studios too. Those are out. Those are ready, radio ready. My Life and Volcano. You can play those on the radio. It's out there. But the other songs besides My Life and Volcano, they are on YouTube, and that's called Have Fun, Down for You, and Fly Away. That's on
Okay.
YouTube. I didn't put them on platforms because I feel like right now that those songs were from a long time ago, and I feel like I've grown. I outgrown those, but your old songs be your hit songs. Be the best
Yeah.
ones.
Yeah.
So I still put them on a platform so people can hear. And if you go listen to Have Fun and put it out there, and people start saying they like it and all that, start putting them on platforms.
Okay.
But
Awesome. That's
but I
awesome.
thank you, and I have an album that I'm working on too
All right.
during the summer. So yeah,
Definitely come back. Definitely come back on. This was a pleasure for sure.
yes,
Um,
ma'am.
uh, well, thank you so much for coming on. It was a pleasure. And thank you all for listening. And always remember to live, love, laugh. We'll see you guys next time. Bye
Bye bye.
bye.